Right, I'm going to do a really delicious chicken tray bake. Dead simple. I'm using a thigh of chicken, by far tastier than boring dry old breasts. Loads of flavour as long as you cook it right. And I'm going to show you how to take the bone out. First of all, just run your knife down that bone, just like that. 1, 2, and then you can just pop your knife under here and just run it out like that. And then with this bit, scrape it almost off. Now you've got the bone off, throw that away, and then do nice double finger size pieces. Just like that. So once you've got your chicken, pick it up, take it over here, put it straight into the pan, skin side down, and that will naturally start frying the fat out of the skin. Just season that chicken with just a little bit of salt now. You know, you need to cook with a little bit of seasoning. Give it a toss around. Lovely. Got some nice new potatoes there, and I've got some tomatoes. Now I'm going to do a potato and tomato sort of roasted tray bake really with the chicken. And I've got some beautiful little tomatoes. I've got some like long little plums, dark ones, red ones, sort of tiger ones, little sort of pear ones, you know, your typical sort of cherry ones. And all I like to do is just put these tomatoes here, like that, get myself a little knife. The only knife I've got is that one. So what I want to do is get a knife and just get the tomato and just pop it, just like that. And by tapping them like this, we're going to pop them in boiling water, and that little cut will make sure the skin just comes straight off, and that's easy, we like that. So put them in here, into here, and my new potatoes are boiling and they're cooked. Pour my tomatoes in there, lid on. So once you've done that, I need my cloth. Let's give this chicken a nice little toss. Have a look in here. Nearly there. Sort of 45 seconds, that's literally all you need in boiling water with the tomatoes. Tomato skins look pretty good. Just drain it in a colander. Lovely, look at that. So, nice position to be in here. It's all steaming, really hot. That's going to steam dry now. So look, I'm going to get my tomato, and literally all you have to do is just pinch that skin off. It's so simple, and it doesn't give you any grief at all. And by taking it off, what you allow this to do is the tomato to dehydrate and become sort of like sweet and much more intensified, and for the flavour and sort of bit of the juice from the tomato to cook into the potato, which is going to be like rock and roll. I'm going to lay it out on this board here, all right? Clean table. This is what I'm going to do. With my potatoes, I'm going to get my thumb and I'm going to just break them like that. Like that, crush them. You can push that in half, break that, break that, break that, break those. If you've got a little whole one like that, leave it whole, push that. I mean, you know, this is a little bit of a palaver, but it will take me 1 minute to do it, and you know what? The whole dish will taste 10 times better for it. And sometimes in cooking, you know what? It's not always bish bash bosh. You need to put a bit of love in it, a bit of care, and it will taste fantastic. Right, so that looks like I've made a right dog's dinner of that, doesn't it? Look at the table, it looks like a total mess. But you've got to bear with me and see what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my flavour shaker. You could use a food processor, or you could use a pestle and mortar. Get oregano or marjoram. Of course you could use rosemary instead, but I think oregano and tomatoes, really good combo. Nice little handful into the flavour shaker. Nice pinch of salt. Lock it up. I want to smash the oregano. I want to get all the oils out of it, and I want to make the most butt-kicking flavoured oil. Because the thing is, when it comes to things like flavour, you can't sort of chop it up and be all nice about it. You have to bash it up. You have to make a bit of a noise. And all I have to do now, you can see that it's smashed up all of the herb. Really bruised it, really smashed it. And if you smell it, it's like incredible. So what I want to do to that is get some oil on that, extra virgin olive oil, top it up about 3/4, and then I'm going to put a little hit of vinegar in there. So not quite as much as the dressing. Some pepper, and then close it up one last time, and this is going to make the most beautiful flavoured oil. have a look in here. See that? So you've got like a beautiful green oil. Now, get our chicken. And you see in the chicken here, pull all of this into the pan, like this. That much. I'm going to get some more oregano to put in whole on top. And I want that lovely oregano oil. It's really nice to cook it in this, or, you know, if you want to serve it at the table, you know, you could pour it into a dish like this. And when that cooks together, that'll be one of the nicest dinners you've had in a long, long time. So that's done. Notice it's all in one layer, so it's all going to cook beautifully into one another. It's going to get lovely and golden, and the chicken's going to go sticky. That is a lovely dinner. I'll put that in the oven for about 35-40 minutes, 180, 200 degrees, until it's lovely and golden. Serve that with a green salad, bottle of wine. Happy days. Yay! Look at that. Just look at that. You know, in the middle of the table, on a dish. Look at that. Oh, come on, that's so nice. And this is the sort of food that I love, love, love to eat. Everything just mixing together. So nice. All I'd do to finish that is a little bit of lemon and oil on some rocket. Just a bit. Pinch of salt. And look at that. You can either do two things. You can either just get a nice handful and literally put it across the dish at the table like that. Brilliant little dinner. Or just have a big bowl separately and just serve that like that. Fan-dabby-dozy. I love it. I love that kind of cooking.